Have you ever had that sinking feeling where no matter how much you show up for someone, it's never enough? You call, you check in, you support them when they need you. You forgive the things that hurt. You explain yourself again and again, hoping they'll finally see your heart. But deep down, a quiet voice keeps whispering, if they truly cared, would they really treat me like this? Carl Jung, one of the greatest psychologists of all time, believed that our relationships are mirrors. They reflect not only who we are, but also what we believe we deserve. And here's the hard truth that most people avoid. When someone doesn't truly value you, they show it. Not always with harsh words, not always with obvious rejection, but with silence, with avoidance, with patterns that leave you questioning your own worth. And sometimes it's not strangers who do this. It's the people you love the most. Family, friends, partners. Carl Jung warned us about this, about the subtle signs, the unconscious behaviors, the ways people reveal what they truly feel, even when their words say something else. In this video, I'm going to share with you exactly how to recognize the painful but liberating truth of when someone doesn't truly value you. Because once you see it, you can never unsee it. And from that moment on, you'll never tolerate it again. But it doesn't always look obvious. Sometimes it's not cruel words or loud arguments. It's quieter than that. It's the ignored messages, the forgotten plans, the conversations where you open your heart only to be met with silence or a careless, distracted response. And you start to wonder, am I asking for too much? Am I being difficult? But here's the truth, and it's a hard one to accept. Consistent silence is a form of disrespect. It's a choice. Carl Jung believed that nothing slips through by accident. What's unconscious will always show itself in body language, in tone, in avoidance, in the things left unsaid. If someone truly valued you, they would never consistently dismiss your feelings, go silent the moment things get uncomfortable, or respond with sarcasm, jokes, and change the subject when you try to express something real. They would never make you doubt whether your feelings are valid. Because when someone values you, they listen, they show up, they care about how you feel, even when it's inconvenient. So if someone repeatedly ignores your emotions, if they label you as too sensitive, overreacting, or being dramatic every time you try to express your needs, it's not miscommunication. It's not bad timing. It's not your fault. It's a reflection of how little they truly value your inner world. Carl Jung had a name for this: the shadow. It's the hidden part of a person's psyche, the parts they reject, deny, or refuse to look at within themselves. And here's the painful truth. When someone refuses to face their own shadow, they will project it onto others. What does that look like? They belittle you because deep down they feel small. They guilt-trip you because they fear being abandoned. They try to control you because they feel powerless inside themselves. Their criticism of you, it's often just a reflection of what they hate about themselves. Their anger toward you, usually anger they've never processed within their own story. And the more you try to love them through it, the more they unload that shadow onto you, until suddenly it feels like you're the problem. You start questioning yourself. Am I too much? Am I really the selfish one? Is it my fault? But hear this clearly. It is not your job to carry someone else's unhealed wounds. It is not your responsibility to shrink so someone else can avoid confronting their own darkness. If someone truly valued you, they wouldn't use you as an emotional punching bag. They wouldn't project their pain onto you. They would face their own shadow and protect you from the parts of themselves they're still learning to heal. So ask yourself, when was the last time someone made you feel like the villain just for having needs? That's not love. That's not care. That's projection. And Carl Jung would tell you, It's a sign to step back. Before we continue, please take a moment to like this video. Your support helps more people discover these ideas. And if you're enjoying this journey into the mysteries of the mind, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next. Now, back to the video. Carl Jung once said, "The meeting of two personalities is like the contact of two chemical substances. If there is any reaction, both are transformed. Real connection transforms. Real love elevates. It doesn't confuse you. It doesn't drain you. It doesn't make you question your own worth. If being around someone constantly leaves you feeling anxious, on edge, unseen, or not enough, that isn't love. That isn't care. Love doesn't feel like walking on eggshells. Love doesn't feel like guessing games. Love doesn't leave you emotionally starving. When someone truly values you, you feel safe in their presence. You feel heard. You feel chosen. Not by force, not by convincing, but because they want to choose you. Real love isn't about chasing. It isn't about proving. It isn't about performing for someone's scraps of attention. Because the people who genuinely care won't ever make you beg for reassurance. They won't make you compete with their silence. They won't punish you for having emotions, boundaries, or needs. If someone repeatedly makes you doubt whether you matter, that's not love. That's your signal to wake up. Carl Jung taught that one of the most important journeys a human being can take is the journey of individuation, the process of becoming whole, the process of becoming your truest, most authentic self. And you cannot become that person while shrinking to fit into places that no longer see you, while begging for love in rooms where your presence is treated like an inconvenience. It takes courage to walk away, especially when the person hurting you is someone you once trusted, someone you once loved, maybe someone you still love. But here's a truth that can't be avoided. When you stop tolerating what hurts you, you start creating space for what heals you. This is what Jung meant when he said, "Until you make the unconscious conscious, it will direct your life, and you will call it fate." If you don't wake up to these patterns, you'll repeat them. You'll stay in spaces where your needs are treated like burdens, where your love is seen as something disposable. But the moment you finally say, "I am done convincing, I am done begging, I am done tolerating," that's the moment your real life begins. You were not born to be someone's afterthought. You were not born to tolerate emotional crumbs. You were born to take up space, to be loved fully, to be respected effortlessly, and to walk away unapologetically from anything that makes you forget that. If this spoke to you, if even one part of this made your chest tighten, made you feel seen, or made you whisper to yourself, "This is exactly what I needed to hear," then hear this loud and clear. It was never about your worth. It was never that you were too much, or too sensitive, or asking for too much. You were simply asking the wrong people. Comment below, "I choose me." Let the world, and more importantly, yourself, know that you are done accepting less than you deserve. Subscribe if you're ready to keep healing, growing, and stepping into your power. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.